Hey guys, and happy Easter to anyone that celebrates Easter. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. And if you're new to my video, thank you for stopping by. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. Today's video is going to be about the rabbit and what the rabbit symbolizes and the meaning, the true meaning about the rabbit and what it means when you actually see a rabbit in your life. How are the angels trying to talk to you? What messages are coming through to you when you have synchronicities or when you just run into a rabbit along your journey? So first, I do want to start off with an interesting fact about how the original celebration for Easter is actually a celebration of the Babylonian goddess called Assyria. And she has the symbolism of eggs and rabbits. And the reason why she has that is because it is a celebration of fertility and sex and love, but mostly for fertility. So rabbit is a symbolism for fertility, and that's why she, the goddess Assyria, used rabbit as a symbolism. Rabbits and eggs were used as a symbolism to celebrate Ishtar, which sounds similar to Easter, but really the original name for the celebration is Ishtar. So just a fun fact for you guys, because sometimes the history books do not teach us these things, and sometimes we kind of have to dig for these things. So it's just good to know the original origin for the Easter celebration, and how it's interesting that it didn't really start off as a celebration for Jesus Christ's resurrection. But moving back into the topic of rabbits, so what does it mean when you actually see a synchronicity in your life? What does it mean when the angels are talking to you? What is the angel message? So this is basically when you see an animal, right? A spirit animal totem. You see a spirit animal or animal totem, and you feel like you have a moment with that animal where it's trying to tell you something. Whether it's because you're seeing the animal repeatedly, so it ends up being a synchronicity, or whether you just feel as if the animal is actually trying to guide you or trying to tell you something, like the universe is speaking to you. If it catches you and kind of makes you curious as to why you're seeing the animal, that's going to be when the angel guides are trying to talk to you. So rabbit is the symbolism for fertility. And one of the reasons why it's a symbolism for fertility is because rabbits have the ability to actually reproduce a lot, and they can reproduce all year round, and they can also reproduce up to 12 kits in one litter per litter. So they can reproduce up to 12 kits per litter, and after they give birth, they can get impregnated again. So when you see a rabbit inside of your life as a spirit animal totem, and maybe you're thinking about pregnancy, or you're thinking about kids, or you're wondering if you are pregnant, in some cases, if you do see the rabbit, it is an angel message. It is your angel guides talking to you, telling you that it is time to have children. It's a right time to have kids, or that you are fertile and you are ready to have children. So another representation of fertility and meaning of the rabbit when you see it is creativity, because the rabbit has the ability to reproduce, and when you reproduce and you get impregnated, you're creating life. So it's also a representation of creativity. So when you see the rabbit, it can be telling you that it's time to really get started on those creative projects that you might have left behind, that you're not really thinking about, or maybe you started and didn't complete, or maybe just ideas that you have in your head of all the creative projects that you want to do. It's telling you that it's time to go ahead and get moving on with those projects and take the initiative to get them started or finish and complete them. So that's another thing that the rabbit could be a symbolism for when you see it along your journey. The rabbit may also come along your path in order to tell you that you are either being fearful and timid and shy, or telling you that you do not need to be fearful or timid and shy. So if you are in fear or if you're just a shy person and you're extremely timid, the rabbit is coming along because the rabbit actually has those characteristics. It's a very extremely timid animal. When you see it, it kind of looks kind of shocked. It stays really still because that is its defense mechanism, is to stay still and not move, so predators can't really know that it's there. So when you see the rabbit, it is actually telling you that you don't need to be scared, or you don't need to be shy or timid. It's time to break outside of your comfort zone, and time to really let go of fear, and time to be a little bit more brave and have a little bit more courage with the things that you do in your life. Maybe having courage when it comes to the creative ideas and projects that you have in your life. Don't be fearful about it. Go ahead and take the initiative to get those things started or complete those things. Another thing about the rabbit is it can also be a representation of being spontaneous. Basically, when you see a rabbit, you will also notice, like, if you ever try to just take a picture of a rabbit, I've always tried to take a picture of a rabbit when I see one, and every time I'm about to hit the button to actually snap the picture, the rabbit already jumps and it's already gone out of the picture frame. And even if you try to chase a rabbit and catch it, if you were a little kid and you tried catching rabbits because you wanted to bring it home as a pet, it's really hard to catch a rabbit because they might look like they're going to stand still, but you never know which way that they're actually going to end up going. And so they're very spontaneous because you might think that they're going to go straight and they end up going right. They might look like they're going to go to the right, but then they actually end up jumping to the left. And then you actually might think that they're going to stand still, but they end up hopping away. So they're very spontaneous. Those are one of the characteristics of the rabbit, is that spontaneous sense of decision making. So a rabbit can also come into your life as an angel message or an angel guide to guide you along your path in taking a chance in a new direction, making a chance or creating a new path. If you're stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again, the rabbit might come into your life to tell you to be spontaneous and try to go in a different direction. Because if you do something different or do something spontaneous or something that along the lines of going in a different direction, it might actually be very beneficial for you, and it might be a great opportunity for you and end up being a happy ending. So if you're really feeling like stagnant and stuck, and like you have been working the same job for 20 years and it's not doing anything for you, and you keep seeing rabbits everywhere you go, whether you just always see it on your front porch or your front door or every time you go outside, and the rabbit just seems to kind of follow you in a way, it might be actually telling you to not stay stagnant and to actually just jump out of your comfort zone and to try something different that might actually end up working in your favor. Another representation for the rabbit is going to be abundance. And I know everyone loves to have abundance. Everyone wants the abundance in their life. So it can be a great representation of abundance. And one of the reasons why is because it's another characteristic of the rabbit. This is why the rabbit has all these different meanings, is because it's so dynamic and you have to really break apart the different characteristics of the animal. So this animal, the rabbit, is capable of living throughout the winter season feeling very fulfilled and very comfortable as far as feeling like they have enough food to eat, because during the winter seasons or during the summer season and the good weather, they actually pile up a lot of food and storage into their little homes. And throughout the winter season, they end up having so much abundance of food inside of their homes that they're set throughout the entire winter. So when you see rabbits, it can also signify a representation of the angel guides basically telling you that you will be abundant. You will have enough. You will have enough to last you, whether that's abundance in wealth, abundance in health, abundance in joy, abundance in all kinds of things, material wealth, emotional wealth, wisdom. It just depends on what you are feeling intuitively. And basically, one of the things that you can do to really understand exactly what the rabbit is specifically saying to you is to think about the thoughts that you're having when you see the rabbit. Were you thinking about your stale job that you've been at for however many years that you've been feeling stuck at? Or were you thinking about the fact that you want to have children? Or were you thinking about the fact that you don't have enough and you wish that you could be more abundant in your life? Or were you feeling really fearful about something in your life when you saw the rabbit? These are the things that you want to take into account when you actually try to use your inner knowledge and your wisdom as a way to kind of navigate you to understand exactly what your angel guides are pointing to in your life, like exactly what the rabbit is trying to tell you along your path. Because each and every individual, each and every one of you guys have your own experience that you're going through, and this is a general but yet specific description of what the rabbit represents and the meaning of the rabbit. But when it comes down to exactly what the rabbit is trying to tell you to do, it doesn't matter what video you watch. Most of the time you have to really resonate with it, and you have to look into yourself for guidance to say, yeah, I resonate with what this person's saying in the video, or yes, that is what the rabbit was telling me about. It was trying to tell me about, etc., etc., so on and so on. So I hope this could help you guys so much. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave a comment below and just leave any question you want. I will probably be able to make a video about it if you have a video request, and if you just want to share your stories about when you saw a rabbit. Also, don't forget to hit that like button, because that's going to help me, and you can always spread your love around by just hitting the like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. That way you can stay tuned to all the videos that I make that are all about spirituality and this spiritual realm and physical realm that we are on. And also in the description box below, I'll be leaving a link to my Facebook where I do free daily oracle readings and angel cards and angel messages every day. I post them on Facebook for free. So if you're into that, take a look in the description box. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning into my channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the like button. And when you hit subscribe, hit the bell button so you can get the update of when I make the videos. And thank you so much for your support, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.